Here we go, back again, trying to talk at the phone without sounding like a complete moron. Not gonna happen. Anyways, buddy, I just wanted to check in with you and let you know how good this diet has been feeling so far. I hate to be a victim of the moment again, but here I am again, doing what I'm seeing everybody else around me do again. Man, isn't there something to be said that there is a little bit of a process of discovery? I'm trying to find out in my own mind why it was so dang hard to pull off low fat last time. I think because I was really leaning on the vegetables and not leaning on the fruits enough. I think there was this worry that eating fruit somehow nullified the good efforts to eat a healthy dinner and stuff like that. And also too, I think because I was still having a lot of breads and grain. And it's not even just the breads and grains that are the problem. It's the yumminess that you can add to them once you start throwing a cup of cheese on top of everything, even though it's low fat. Or maybe you don't throw a cup of cheese on it, maybe, but you put some other sauce on it to make it so delicious that you just eat a ton. And who knows, maybe I just wasn't steady enough to, that's probably it. I wasn't steady enough to keep the meat going. And I would just too easily just fall back on, fast food and junk food and stuff like that. You know what I mean? Like right now, I feel like I understand what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to eat a lot of fruit. I'm trying to eat a little bit of vegetables, and I'm trying to eat a little bit less of vegetable to meat ratio, probably near same. I don't know, maybe a little bit less meat than I am veggies. And also the more fruit and veggies I eat, there is more protein. And for the first time in my life, I guess I'm trying to find the sweet spot on protein. Not too little, not too much, just right. You know what I'm saying? Blah, 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 blah. Not interesting. But what is kind of interesting is I have been a lifelong failed dieter. Even when I was taking semaglutide, I'd still fail to diet pretty often. And any moment of stress, any moment of hunger or appetite, not any, but far too often, you know what to do, get over it, thank you. But far too often, I would crack under the pressure. And I've been trying to think like maybe why. Feelings, sure, feelings get involved. But also too though, I think because I am eating fruit throughout the morning and fruit throughout the day, I don't sit in hunger very long. So versus like when I was doing OMAD, when Smelly first got me started back onto losing weight a little over, or almost to the day 4 years ago. When Smelly first got me started losing some weight, by the way, it's been 4 years that I've been on this particular leg of my weight loss journey, and by far it's been the most productive. And of those 4 years, it's the smoothest it has ever been right now. You can attribute some of that to the HRT. You can attribute some of that to the G1P, probably not. The semaglutide, the generic version of Ozempic. And you can attribute some of that to the fact that I'm really, after my conversation with Ursel, I have been really like starting to just let go of some hurts from the past, whether they're way far back in my early childhoods to half a lifetime ago to whenever. I'm a dummy, dude. I do stupid things sometimes, some yucky things I had to go through as a kid. I carried a lot of that for a long time, especially, when like you're just getting fatter and fatter, and your home life is stressful, just because of young family and changing careers and blah blah blah. Then you just sort of I'm trying to let go of a lot of that stuff and just be grateful for the blessings I have today, and grateful for the family and the friendships I have today, and the access I've regained to living life better. I'm a blessed man. I'm truly blessed. Truly blessed. Anyways, and also, that's what I do. I gotta spend 10 minutes of telling you why I'm gonna say what I'm gonna say, and then I'm gonna say what I'm gonna say. And also because I think this diet is great. I think this sugar diet, couple thoughts. I think this sugar diet is great. One, because I really am feeling free to have smoothies and fruit again. I told Mark yesterday, at Ryan's wedding, by the way, congratulations, Ryan. You looked so handsome and your wife looks so beautiful. Congratulations. But I told Smelly, I said, so Jamba Juice is back on? I should go get a Jamba Juice again today. I haven't had a Jamba Juice in forever. And that's pretty great, man. His wife goes, they were never off. I was like, see, clearly the smartest one in the room again. I love it. But yeah, right. I mean, if I'm hungry, I can have some fruit. I feel liberated to have some fruit. And also I know it's not hurting me because I'm not having any grains right now. And yes, I know of everything to have a war on grains, a war on rice, a war on pasta, a war on bread. Those are truly the hardest enemies to defeat, I think. But they're so caloric, man. And I know this isn't supposed to be about calorie counting, so people tell me, but I don't know. The laws of thermodynamics? I don't know. Anyways, all I'm trying to say is I think this sugar diet's working for a few reasons. One is because I am not really sitting in my hunger very long, so you're not dealing with those hours or days of wishing you just had some freaking food and then like crashing and finding yourself in a bag of nuggies and fries. And also because you are eating really healthy low-cal foods that are very restorative mood and energy wise, you're feeling better. And also then because you're not hammering down buttloads of fat like everyone does, like you all do. I do too. I did. Or even healthy carbs, grains and bread, which just stack up. I mean, some people say you can just hammer calories and hammer carbs. I don't know. That's not for me. I'm here just enjoying the fact that I'm on a diet of natural whole foods, and I'm playing a little bit of the no fat game. Getting under my 30 grams of fat a day has been easy for me. It's not hard. You just have to sort of give up fatty meats and dairy, or go fat-free dairy, and lean meats, which they're out there. My favorite is shrimp. I can also tolerate some chicken breasts. Actually, chicken breasts can be okay if you cook it right, and I'm learning how to cook it right. And find some veggies that work for you. It can be a salad, it can be some onions, it can be some squash. I'm using some frozen veggies that you just put on the stove and steam up, and I'll chop up some chicken in it, or I'll throw in some shrimp. And then lately I've been just kind of killing it in some garlic pepper, or some garlic powder, some pepper, and some salt. And then I'll take one of my wife's lemons, squeeze the lemon on top of it, stir it all in. Mwah, beautiful. Or sometimes too, like for the right dish, when I was having rice, I was having a lot of ketchup and rice. Ketchup is on the team again, but I haven't had that in a bowl of veggies. I don't know about that, right? I don't know. Maybe. Might be delicious. But then there's something to be said for never make anything too delicious. So, yeah, man, I haven't binged on anything in weeks, and I haven't been off menu in over a week, and I'm down 8 pounds this month, which it's only the 11th, guys. And you can't say, well, this is because you just started a new diet. You ran all the glycogen out of your muscles, and you dumped water. I don't think that's what I've gone through. I mean, I've been dieting for the last 4 years. I had lost 140 pounds before, like 135 or 140 or something like that before I even started the diet. So, I mean, I've been successfully dieting at a very slow rate, which I have no qualms about, for the last 4 years. But, you know, on Smelly's advice and wisdom, I'm giving this a try. And it's been working out really well for me so far. So I haven't cheated on the diet. I haven't even really wanted to cheat on the diet. I made a mistake this morning. I was getting ready to go work out with a buddy, and I made my smoothie and I left it at home. I was going to go into the workout with a smoothie and I left it at home. I should be off the team for that. But I'll make a new smoothie when I get home, and then I'll cook up some meat here this afternoon and have a nice. Honestly, I'll have probably a chicken salad for dinner. You know, chicken salad with maybe some tomatoes and some chopped onions and some lemon juice on top of my chicken breast, and it'll be filling. And then maybe I'll wrap it up with some no-fat Greek yogurt before bed if I need a little yummy yum. I know Smelly's been talking about sorbets and stuff like that. I can look at that. I can kind of figure that out. See if that's something I'd want to figure out how to do. My smoothies are so simple. I get like triple blend frozen berries from the freezer, and I put them in my Ninja blender with 2 cups of orange juice, and I put in about a cup of berries, and it's delicious, man. It is delicious. I've got some watermelon at home. I might have watermelon when I get home, actually. I think when I get home, I'm probably going to have some watermelon. I got some watermelon at home. It's delicious. You can't overeat on watermelon. I don't think so, at least. I know as a huge eater, as a guy that could take down +1 medium pizza, about a whole large pizza, and my biggest, I mean, watermelon fills you up. So anyways, I'm going on and on and on. Nevertheless, man, I just want to say I am checking in on this diet. This sugar diet is working great for me. Am I doing it exactly as prescribed? That depends on who you ask. I don't know, but I'm doing it in a manner that's giving me amazing results. I started moving in this direction in April. In April, I started like really getting committed to dropping the fat, but I was still having a lot of grains, and I was still a little wishy-washy here and there. But this month of May, I've been pretty locked in, and I'm excited to see where it goes. Anyways, that's it. It's Mother's Day, and I just wanted to throw something out to jump on the bandwagon and let you guys know, as a big fatty, 360 this morning, down from 508 from about 4 years ago. This is working, and even though I didn't have any food yet today, I was highly stimulated on my coffee. Sorry guys, I know. But I'm gonna go have some fruit when I get home, and it's gonna be rad and delicious. So anyways, I say give it a try. I'm not hammering honey. I'm not pouring raw sugar on anything yet. Who knows? Who knows where the future may go? I don't feel any need or desire to do that right now. But I will say I am really glad to modify the diet I've been doing, which is still, in a way, meat-based, really. But pull those peripheral calories way, way, way down. And if you do try, let me know. That'd be rad. And if you've been doing it and you want to share how it's going, let me know. That'd be rad. All right, bye.